Lovely to see you guys this morning here on Zoom. Happy Friday morning. It's certainly one of my favorite times of the week where I get to see you guys, find out what's going on, how you've been this week, how you're coping, have a coffee with you. I've jumped from one session into another, so I'm glad you're here. Kirsten, you made it. I was able to get a cup of tea. Vicky, you're also in here too. Hey, it's great to see you guys. Thank you all for being here this morning. Anybody want to share something that's happened for them this week? Tiva, you can't hear us. Can you hear me? We can. No. If you want to say something, Tiva, we'll make sure that we can hear you. I'll get Diana to add in the chat there to make sure that we can connect with you. But would anybody like to share something that's happened for them this week? Otherwise, I'll dob you in. All right, who laughed? And that was you.
Well, you got nothing to dob me in for.
Look, we've had beautiful sunshine here with us in Port Macquarie.
We have.
Have you been able to get out and go for any walks?
Well, no, because my back's been playing up, so I haven't actually been doing that. I've been trying to do some exercises, although I must admit I'm not very thorough with that either. It's one of those things, yeah, I'll get to that. And then I get to the end of the day and go, oh, I didn't do that. It's on the list tomorrow. And anyway, it's on the list every day. Something that I'm actually working on, because as I said earlier, I'm trying to sort of relaunch my whole tour business for Bhutan. I'm working with a guy, and I'm going to be a case study to actually almost set it up from scratch. So making sure I get my ideal client and niche market, make sure I know who that is exactly. The website then is set up to align directly to that. And then, you're setting up all of those background things, and you're setting up a funnel to get people at least to inquire. So if I can get it to work for me, I should be able to get it to work for other people.
Absolutely. I mean, this is one thing that I talk about all the time within.
So that will be kind of like a dual thing. If I
love it,
get this to work, then I want to help other people in the travel industry and the tourism industry actually do it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the things that we have. I mean, that's why we've got Travel Agent Achievers as well, so that I can help as many travel advisors. And I know that a number of people have launched into different areas and different niches, but that's what lights us up. So I'm so glad that you are working on those things now to find out who is your ideal client and who do you want to work with, because at the end of the day, it's your business. Right? You get the opportunity to choose what you do, who you work with, what you're promoting. And particularly with Bhutan, it is such a beautiful niche product and pristine that you can choose who you want to work with and how you actually get that out to the market. I love it. I can't wait to see what you do.
I mean, it's certainly not, it's no easy trail. It never is. Nothing ever is particularly, currently.
In business and in travel, for sure. Yeah. There's no easy.
Well, here's the thing. You can add, there are case-by-case approvals for tourism in Bhutan right now. It's just that you have to quarantine for 21 days and then pay for your own testing. You have to be obviously COVID tested negative before you come and have vaccinated. And then you can do your tour, which is the normal cost. Yeah. But, who's got, 5 to 8 weeks, depending on what you might have to quarantine when you get home. So it's not very feasible, but it is open to some degree.
Well, not necessarily for Australians, but that's one thing that we're all now really good at, and looking at other markets and opportunities and people that can go there. I know Annette's done that with her destination wedding business. I want to find out how she's going with that for Phuket opening up. and we'll come back to that. But I also know that people are in different countries able to travel, and you are in a unique position as a wholesaler and supplier that you could potentially market your business to different destinations around the world.
Yeah.
And there are people that will be willing to travel and spend that time. Like I've got a client, for instance, who works offshore, and he was stuck in Brazil, couldn't transit through America to come home. It was a debacle, and we'd given him all of this information previously to booking all these tickets. But I was talking to him, and he's a good friend of mine. And he said, "It's all right, Roz, I'm going to go and spend my 2 weeks quarantine in Cancun or in Mexico or something." I'm like, see, solutions. We're all about solutions here. And the worst thing is that you've got to spend 2 weeks in Mexico quarantining in a beautiful resort, just do it. Like, some people just have to be doing different things right now.
I mean, for me, the biggest thing will be connecting with travel agents, essentially, because I think that's going to be one of the bigger pools of where clients will come through from. But it's about finding those right. So I've got two customers, really. I've got the general public, but I've also got an industry customer, which is, again, unique. I have to make sure I'm getting that right approach to those. So
yeah, one of the beautiful travel professionals that I work with in the States, Amy, and a number of the girls here know her as well. She was very similar to you, but she was also a travel professional herself. But she was one of the I think there were 2 agents within Colorado that were able to sell yachting holidays and travel through the Caribbean on private chartered yachts. And she had the license to do that. And she has also now become a supplier and worked with travel professionals to help them book those experiences as well. So I think, Anne, you've definitely got an opportunity, not just here in Australia, but internationally as well, to tap into different markets. And, we're all here for you to support you. So if you've got questions or surveys or anything that you want to share, then please do so and let me know within the community so that we can help you get that up and running, because I think you've got a beautiful opportunity there.
Yeah, it's coming. It's slowly coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I see it. Absolutely. I just want to shout out to anybody that's live with us on Facebook this morning. I know we normally have a few people over there. Vicky, I see that you are here with us on Zoom though, so you're not with us on Facebook today. Lovely to see your face. And Carolyn, welcome as well. It's lovely to have you here with that beautiful background of San Francisco behind you. Awesome. Okay. I also wanted to just check in quickly with you, Tanya. How are you going over there? I love your background. Qantas.
That was from last week.
Mayette was high in the sky. Yep.
Yeah. I've just been looking at, actually, I've been doing a lot of webinars. I did one on England because it's the area that I take my groups to on, I think it was Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And then I did Switzerland yesterday, and I'm waiting for the prize winner because I want to win $300 worth of Lindt chocolate.
Oh, hello.
I'll donate it to my husband though. But if anyone, there's a island webinar coming up. They seem to be like, instead of doing the road shows, they're doing online. So if anyone needs any links, just send me a message and I'll send you the information, because I did a Spain one. So I'm finding, because I've got the time, I can do the research and look for new suppliers.
Yeah.
And I got an email back from France because I'm looking at doing the Paris Olympics.
Yes.
And I'm a little bit confused because I thought we had to buy the tickets here, but they're saying I can buy them over there.
There you go. Look, there's more opportunities coming for you. So for those that don't know, Tanya specializes in equestrian travel and has recently linked up with people returning from Tokyo and running YouTube videos and live webinars with you know, some incredible people over there. Have you set up any more, Tanya? I know you've got the Paralympics coming up, and I did see your post sharing, you know, to look forward to it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll just follow that. I'm trying to work out how to do a trivia online.
Yep.
And I've got all the questions. I had it all set up, but I couldn't work out how to do, because I have internet problems. Like at night, I think everyone gets on and it just gets overloaded, and I can't do the Zoom live to Facebook.
Yeah, connecting it all
And
up.
I'm a bit scared if I do it live and it crashes, and it's how to work it out.
So why don't you get people to register for it and they just join you on Zoom? And maybe, I mean, you could try 2 different things and run one during the day and one at night. Because, I mean, even a lunchtime is really good. You're doing the training, right? So you're increasing your knowledge and your expertise with suppliers. So for your clients or potential clients, they may also be looking for a break during the day as well, that you could run a lunchtime session and just call it something around your niche, you know, and promote that there's going to be prizes and giveaways and those sorts of things. And you could run the Kahoot, which I know that we've been emailing about, but Kahoot, which is a quiz app, you could set it all up in that and run that live during the day.
Yeah, I'd probably do it at night, because I think that's when most of them are out and about.
You could try to.
Whether I try and, maybe I send out to register. I'll have to ask you how to do that, how to register, because I'm not the best technical.
That's fine. Look, we can definitely work that out. And I know you're making big progress there.
But
so
it's just kind of just keeping my audience engaged.
Yeah.
You know, like, because obviously I can't sell anything at the moment.
Yeah.
And then, during the day, and I'm trying to work out, I'm doing a tour to Italy next year, and I'm getting English and Americans contacting me. I've got Australians that want to come, but they're too scared at the moment. You know, they're sitting on the fence.
Yeah.
And it's sort of hard, because the hotels will say, oh, well, if it doesn't go ahead, we'll give you a credit. Well, the credit's no good to me, because it's an event.
Yeah.
And it might not be held there again.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work with that at the moment, whether to do it or just pull the pin. So hard, because I don't want to be in the position that I have to cancel it and then I lose all this money, you know, because Italy's not the easiest to get money back from.
No, that's right.
So,
Look, my personal opinion is you've got to go with your gut feeling. If you can extend any deposits, if you can extend any payment deadlines, and still have everything held for you, make sure you get it in writing, even if it's a smaller deposit, then I think that it's fair to ask clients to commit to something, knowing that if you can't go next year or at that time, that you will be able to postpone it and go at another time. People want something to look forward to. And I think that it's important that if you as a business owner can commit and say, look, this is what I'm going to do, then you're able to just to plan for it, work towards it. And if it doesn't happen, then transfer it and postpone it.
Well,
have all of those clauses.
Yeah, it's an event that only runs every 4 years.
So they may postpone it as well if it's not going to go ahead.
Yeah.
Or you could sell any of those places that the Australians take if they're not able to go to a different destination. If you've already got American clients and British clients, then those guys may be able to step up and actually jump into.
Yeah. I've just got to, I'm trying another supplier to see if he's got better terms, and then I just got to make the decision. Yeah.
Okay. I can see that Vicky's also jumped in here for you as well and said do a sample quiz with a few friends at night to see if it works. I agree. That's a great idea, Vicky, and Kahoot is great. It's good fun. Yeah. I get it. Now, Annette has just had to log off. That's okay. She will come back. Jen, good morning. Lovely to see you here. Welcome.
Morning. I'm not sure how my internet is because we've just moved house, so see how we go.
Where have you moved to?
Shell Cove down on the south coast.
Did you escape Sydney?
Yes, I did. Don't tell anyone.
You're allowed to move, right? You're allowed to move houses. That's a pretty big decision. Is this
Yeah,
something
my
that
husband got it.
you go?
No, my husband got transferred for work. So I've been living alone with 5 kids in Sydney and decided it was just too hard with lockdown. So I moved.
Yep.
So it's good.
Yep, absolutely.
I have the beach 5 minutes down the road. So I'm okay.
Look, being able to do something for yourself and get out to the beach with 5 kids, I'd be there every day.
Yeah, so no, it's just moving all the work. You know, when you've got to move all your business stuff. Yeah, so it's a bit tricky. But NBN would be great. So they've said December, and I'm like, nope, needs to be earlier. So
Needed earlier.
fingers crossed. So yeah,
Well,
my internet's a little bit dicey, so sorry.
No, that's great. It's fine. I love that you are here, and I'm so grateful for the time that you're spending to work on your business right now. I think that that's awesome that you're able to do that. And I get it, picking things up and moving them to a different place, all of that back end work with a business can take time. So be gracious on yourself and give yourself permission to just take a break as well at times.
Yeah, no, it's all good. All good. I'm looking forwards, not backwards.
Yeah.
So I think that's important.
That's right. Absolutely. Thanks, Justine. We'll catch you later. I will see you soon, my friend. Good to see you this morning. Shell Cove is lovely. Look, everybody. Oh, there you go. Especially when the marina gets finished.
Yeah, there's a new marina. It does look pretty good when they get it finished. So you can all come down and have coffee. That's okay. When lockdown ends.
I think there'll be a few of us on your doorstep for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, for sure. And being able to move somewhere that's really good for your soul is nice to be able to do as well. So I'm glad that you've been able to reconnect with your husband and have the kids and do something for you guys.
Yeah, no, it'll be lovely. I'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Carolyn, are you able to take yourself off mute and say hi?
Sorry, I'm acting like one of those people that doesn't know which button to press.
I do it too, don't worry.
Oh, now I've lost you. I'm not hearing you anymore.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
All
right. Thanks, Kirsten. We'll see you soon. All right, Carolyn. Hi, welcome.
Hello. Thanks for having me. I've been listening to your podcast for off and on over the last few months, Roz. I'm with Travel Managers in Melbourne. In the last year, I've taken up doing Lollipop Lady at a local school just to pay my fees and get me through. So I've been listening to the podcast while I've been down there. Not when children are around.
I was just going to say, not getting distracted.
But as of Wednesday night, our whole family is in home isolation. My husband went to a tier 1 site for 1 minute. So we're all stuck home. So I'm not even at the crossing. It was a good opportunity to join in and say hi to everyone. So it's nice to see some names that I recognise, and thanks for having me.
Some different faces. Absolutely. Look, this is really an opportunity for anybody in the travel industry to come together and just connect and share a coffee in the morning, share what's been going on for them for the week. And if you've got any great stories that we can share, I love to be able to keep it positive as well. So you're more than welcome here. And I'm so grateful that you've shown up as well. I want to say hi to Gail, who is on Facebook. Gail Hughes out there. There's a couple of things that have happened this week. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah. We received the official notification from Royal Caribbean for one of our large groups that was supposed to be in Europe next month on a cruise that our clients were able to get a refund on all of their deposits, or we were able to lift and shift them. No longer the future cruise credits specifically for our cruise. So there's I think there's 80 or 90 bookings. Mayette's probably itching this morning to get on the phone to Royal Caribbean to start cancelling. But I wanted to share with you guys something that we're going to try. So we've been given the options of lift and shift or to refund our client deposits. Now, what we're going to do, and I'd say this with my whole heart, yes, we've already done the work for these bookings, and we all know that we don't necessarily get paid any commissions until the clients have traveled or the final balances have been paid in a month or so after. So all of these bookings that we've got for our one particular European group, majority of them, I'd say 90% of them, are deposit only. Now, all of this money coming back for us, which might have only been $100 or $200 per person, is, as we say, has to be refunded to the client. What we're offering our clients is definitely those two options, but we're also giving them a third option and saying the third option is to donate. And we're saying that if they choose to donate their deposit, we will then forward on 50% of any monies that we receive to the company's chosen charity, which is one that we support wholeheartedly as well, called Hands Across the Water. I know a number of you travel managers might know Hands Across the Water and Peter Baines. Yep. So I've done the charity bike ride twice. My husband has also done it twice as well over in Thailand. And we also donate to the kids over there from Hands Across the Water. So we're giving our clients the third option to say, 50% of any monies that we receive back, we'll take 50% as a service fee, and we appreciate that to help us continue in business, but also we will donate 50% of the monies we receive onto Hands Across the Water to help other people in need as well. So I just wanted to share that with you guys so that there's a different thing that we can be doing. Now, we all get that, if a supplier says we'll give you a deposit back or we'll give you your funds back, that sometimes we don't get everything back because of the service fees or ticketing fees or supplier charges, whatever it might be. But in this instance, I'm really grateful that Royal Caribbean have said that for us and the Australian clients, because we can't physically leave Australia. But it is something that I think that we can also do to help support others as well. So I just wanted to share that as an extra idea if you're thinking, or you're able to get deposits back, or you want to give your clients another option instead of just saying here's a full refund, that you could do that as well. So Mayette and I yesterday, it was great to see you, Tanya, jump on with your Zoom background, because Mayette and I both did it as well. And we recorded a Zoom session together sitting in the Qantas Premium Economy class next to one another. It turned out quite well. So it's just a few minutes, the video that we're then sending out to everybody this morning saying, here's your options. Let us know. Choose 1, 2, or 3. Lift and shift. You want a refund, that's okay, no judgment, or donate. And we'll go from there and see how all of that goes. So I will keep you in the loop with what responses we get from clients. I think most of them so far, when we've been talking to them and continuing to communicate over the last few months, have been really supportive and encouraging of us as well. And I know within the Achievers community and our mastermind groups, we've been talking about how when we are on the phone with our clients and sharing what's going on, they all feel for us. And I share that with you guys because sometimes we get emails that can knock us off our seat or hit us in the guts and feel like, how can I respond to this? I don't know what to say. I don't know how to move forward from this. And sometimes if we pick up the phone and we just have a chat with our clients, it's totally different. So whatever you need to do, I encourage you to do that. But these are just a couple of things that we've been working on this week as well. Now, Tiva, I see you over there, my friend. Can you hear us now? You can hear us, but let's make sure we can hear you.
Yeah, I had to take out my earbuds. They're not working right, I guess. So
I had to do that with mine too. And I don't know why. Technology.
Yeah.
How are you going?
I'm doing good. I haven't really done much with the business this month because we had a big wedding. My oldest stepdaughter got married on Saturday.
I was just going to say
And
that
the
was last
farm,
weekend.
We've got babies. One of our turkeys hatched out 15. We didn't even know she was hatched. She was in the garden hiding. And all of a sudden, poof, there they are, all of them. I got a really cute video. But we actually had 14 baby turkeys delivered from a hatchery a month ago. So now we have 29 baby turkeys.
Wow. It's lucky.
It's been a little busy. We're having fun. We've got zucchini coming out of our ears, and corn is finally coming up, and
corn and zucchini fritters for breakfast. Corn and zucchini fritters.
We did. We had
bacon.
zucchini fritters yesterday, actually.
Oh, you did? Oh, high five to you.
Yeah.
Clint made them for me as well last weekend.
And so I started on my CTA training, and that's really what I'm kind of spending an hour every day doing that.
Okay.
I've got a client, which is my brother and my niece, hanging out in Washington, DC this week.
Yeah.
And just I've got another client heading up to Alaska next month. The airlines keep changing their flights, or they're cutting their flights, and I keep having to update itineraries and stuff, and that's about it.
Yeah. If anybody is doing any cruising up there in Alaska, just make sure when you are doing that crossover of flights that the connections are still going to be okay. Because that's one thing you don't want to get caught out with.
Yeah. No, this was actually a fit trip. It was a fit trip. They wanted to go fishing, halibut fishing.
Okay.
So
FIT.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing.
Oh, nice. There's some beautiful places up there. I know when, for any of the Aussies that are here, when the Australia and Canada expos are on, I love going to them. Sorry, the American and the Canadian travel expos are on, because they always give us these amazing little places that our clients can go to and like fly into bear country that there's nothing else around, and wilderness resorts and fly fishing or normal fishing or whatever it might be. Absolutely love it.
They're going to a little island called Hoona. I don't know if anybody's done an Alaskan cruise yet, but it's a cruise stop.
Yeah
And so they're flying, they're taking the ferry over from Juneau and hanging out in Hoona for 5 days and going fishing there.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
To look forward to a holiday. I get it. Now, Christy, what time is your interview this morning? I thought it was now.
10:15.
10:15. So for everybody here that doesn't know, Christy is a finalist in 4 different awards for Oz Mumpreneur of the Year, and she's got her finalist interviews this week. She's got a first one, which is the big one, at 10:15. So we'll be sending you positive vibes and thinking of you, Christy, at that time. Good luck for it all. And then the other 3 finalist interviews happening later on as well, early next week, right? Yeah. Super excited.
On Monday.
Look at me. She's so technically correct with the Zoom little clap hands. Don't we all? I mean, all of these little things are very cute. It is. All the little raise hand buttons and the plus, all these cool things that Zoom can now do. I love it. Is there anything else anyone wants to share this morning? Or if you've got business questions you want to ask me, this is your opportunity for sure. No. All right. Well, then let's wrap up for this morning then, our coffee and connections. I'm so glad that you're all here. If you do have questions or if there's anything that you need, please reach out. One thing that I will do is inside the Travel Agent Achievers or the Achievers in Travel Accountability Facebook group, I'm going to run with your suggestion, Tanya. So Diana, take note of this. Can you please add a post that around supplier training? So if people have got any destination supplier training that they want to share or want to get involved in, we'll add that into our Achievers in Travel group so that, you know, people don't miss out on it and we can jump on and learn more about different destinations and things that are happening out there in the world. Yep, cool. Thank you for that, Tanya. I did get that suggestion. And the other thing to let you guys know is, hopefully the email will be going out in the next few hours, is we are going to be running free 5-day live training for each of you to put together a marketing plan for your travel business. So last week I spoke to everybody here around what did they want to learn. We put out a couple of posts on social media saying, you know, what do you feel as though you need to work on right now in your travel business? Is it sales? Is it marketing? Is it operations? Or is it around working with your clients and building some client retention and love? And everybody said marketing and operations. So over 5 days, starting on the 30th of August, you can write that in your calendars. We'll be sending an email out. We are going to help anybody that wants the help to put together a marketing plan for your travel business over 5 days. So every morning we'll have a quick Zoom and say, right, this is the one thing that we're going to work on today, because that's all I think we can cope with right now. Let's just give us one thing. Just give me one thing to do. I don't want a whole to-do list, or our to-do lists are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, including adding things like clean the kitchen pantry. Lisa, I see you. And I think that it's important that we do still, though, do one thing to each day, or even if it's each week, just to work inside our travel business to prepare for the future. So from the 30th of August, over 5 days, we will be putting together our very own marketing plan for our travel business. So you'll get all those details.
Rosalind?
Yes.
I have I'm going to pass this on to everybody who has those to-do lists. When you look at them and you get overwhelmed with that whole long list, start a new list and write what you've actually done. And I just heard somebody say to do that just the other day. I don't remember if I was listening to a podcast. I mean, simple stuff like, yesterday I swept the floor, you know, and the more, it's almost like a gratitude journal, the way it makes you feel like you're actually doing something and getting something done.
Yeah. I agree. I love that. Even with my list that I have each day, I like even coming back to it the next day, because I often don't scribble them out, but I come back to it the next day and go, oh, I did that. Oh yeah, that's already done. Cool. Let's start a new list, and hopefully it's a lot smaller.
But even things that aren't on your list that, you know, I mean, you cooked dinner, or you know, and my kids are bathed and in bed and happy and full and asleep, you know, just the little things that, you know, you have to do, but you don't have it on the to-do list.
Oh, I love it. So that means that I can write down that I put a load of washing on at 5 a.m. this morning. Go me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I have a to-do list and I have a create list.
Create list.
Yeah,
that's a good
What's
one too.
What's the create list for?
And the create list is all the stuff I really, really love doing.
Bright, shiny object.
Like cleaning the floors or cooking dinner or washing. So I've got my to-do list, which is everybody's got, but I've got a create list, and it just gives it a different feel.
Too in the head. I love that, the create list. Yeah, mine would probably get super big because I get really distracted by shiny bright objects.
Yeah, you do have to pick it, choose it, but if you kind of could do, you know, what could I do in a week, what will I do in a week, and then take from the what will and do it on a daily basis, so you break it down.
I love that. We do that with our 90-day action plan. So our team got together a few weeks ago and we laid out the 5 different projects that we're going to work on this quarter. So from July, August, and September. And then each week we also have 2 catch-ups together on a Monday where we say, right, what are we working on this week towards those 90-day goals? And then also another session where we say, how are things just going on a day-to-day business as well? So I love that, having those big goals and then breaking them down in the create list. But I think having an extra side page or a list or something somewhere that's your create or the to-do later or the bright shiny objects, I love that. Keeping the excitement there, because we need that. As long as we don't get caught up with that and we can still get the washing and the cleaning and the fold the clothes and all those sorts of things done, right? Yeah, okay. No. As long as I eat and I'm clean, I'm good. Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for being here today. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Jen, good luck with the unpacking if you're still doing that there in Shell Cove. And I look forward to heading down your way and seeing some of that beautiful infrastructure that's all happening. It's great to see.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the weekend.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Take care. I look forward to seeing you next Friday. Keep smiling, stay safe, and I'll see you then. All right. And anybody that's in the Achievers Mastermind, I will see you in 20 minutes at 10 a.m. All right,
Good luck,
guys. Christy, good luck for your interview.